walk that has been destined for you,
right,
predestined for you, and do it in a way that is authentic for you, not based off of what somebody else is doing, or what somebody is telling you should do.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Sisterhood Debrief,
where we discuss all things sisterly,
godly,
and ratchet.
Okay, girl.
Oh, what's up, girl?
I know. How you been?
We back.
We back.
I
know, it's been a minute.
Yes, almost a year. We ended season 2. It's like low-key abruptly.
Not even low-key.
Last November.
Oh, wow.
And it's almost November. I mean, it's October now, but
yeah, practically.
It's been almost a year.
Well,
hey, y'all.
We're back, y'all. We missed y'all. I missed y'all. I missed talking to y'all.
You know, I've been busy with some other things, but I mean, I missed y'all too.
So this week's episode, we're actually going to discuss where we've been, what we've been up to, and what Sisterhood Debrief is going to be going. What the Sisterhood Debrief will be going forward.
Yes. So y'all know we got to start with a dumb question.
It's not dumb.
If you've been riding with us for a minute, you know we do what would you do in the beginning.
Yes.
But I'm liking Would You Rather.
Yeah, I like Would You Rather.
Got me on Would You Rather. It might be a kid thing.
Would
You Rather.
Somebody I follow on Instagram, she actually does Would You Rather Wednesday.
Yes. And it's
it's really cool. She asks off the wall Would You Rathers. Mm-hmm. And it makes you think. And like when you do it on Instagram, you see what other people think. Yeah. And I'd be like, am I in the majority or the minority here? So you ready for this week's question?
I guess, child.
Okay. So would you rather be able to lose your ability to read or your ability to speak?
So first of all, you said, would you rather be able to? I don't want to lose either one of those. I don't want to have the ability to lose either one. The reading or speaking?
Yeah. Would you rather be able to lose your ability to read or your ability to speak?
So I feel like reading produces a level of intelligence that I personally cannot let go of. Okay. Right. And as a writer, I just feel like that would be really like contradictory of me to say.
It would.
I don't want to read. I just want to talk. So I think I'm gonna have to let go of talking, even though that sucks though, because like I like to speak.
You can learn sign language. Don't do that. Oh my God.
I threw up no signs. Let's be clear. It was just, hands.
You can do sign language.
But yes, I will learn sign language. I know some. We do this at my job. It means I love you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I remember how to spell
your name.
My name from Miss Smith.
I don't.
In English.
Yeah.
In 9th grade.
Mm-hmm. I remember her. She was teaching us extra stuff.
She would. I would actually rather not read. I just have somebody read for me. Like,
this is why we are best friends. It's always one or the other.
Somebody can read for me.
So I guess I'll be reading for her and she will speak for me.
It sounds like that works. Because, I mean,
I don't know though. People might not want you to speak for me. You're a little bit more blunt than I am.
A little. Maybe not a little. But anyways, I would rather somebody can read for me.
Never read.
Hey, I mean, I have a child.
Intelligence is the torch of wisdom.
I have a child, and she would love to do that for me. Actually, have to
early nursing home habits. What?
No.
No. I gotta have a book. Gotta be able to read. So what would y'all want to do?
Yeah, let us know.
Just, type those in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Would you rather not be able to read or not be able to speak? And let's talk about it.
Okay. So where you been at, child? Because the people want to know.
Oh, where I been? I've been at home.
We all been at home. No, well, not me.
You was at home. Oh yeah, you were.
I was at home.
I've been at home. I have been relaxing, chilling for the most part. Working and content creating. If you don't already follow us on Instagram, you should. Handles right here.
She be getting brand deals, y'all. If y'all want some free stuff, some discounted stuff, y'all need to be following Authentically Alex.
Or learn about some new brands, especially if you're in the Atlanta area. or you visit Atlanta a lot, definitely highlight restaurants here and different services in the metro Atlanta area. So yeah, definitely follow us. That's mainly what I've been up to. Parenting, y'all. Parenting we've entered a new phase of starting to smell ourselves. And I have to let her know that
she grown now.
I am the queen of this jungle.
Sis is grown now, okay?
I am the queen of this jungle. And sometimes, you gotta let your kids know.
8 going on 18.
Let me tell you. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. Nothing too crazy.
And
nothing.
You're still working from home?
I'm still working from home. Nothing life-changing over here. So what about you, Brittany? What's been going on with you?
Well, clearly I'm back at work. If you've been listening to TSD for a minute, y'all already know my struggle. But let me tell y'all, by the grace of God, and with Chris passing all of his test classes and such, I will not be working next year. Okay.
Oh, praise the Lord.
That is the goal. I need all prayer warriors to be on call for the next 6 months, because your brother, your uncle, your cousin needs a residency program match by March.
So preferably in Atlanta though, because
the other options, even though Middle Georgia would be convenient, and I'll let y'all know why in a minute, but I'm not trying to be in the middle of nowhere. Macon and Warner Robins and Perry and what is there? What's there?
I mean, Perry has the state fair
that my parents have gone to, and even they, as non-urban as they are, they complained about that state fair. So I'm okay. I'm good. It's not the state fair that I want. I don't care about that. I want my friends. We live 10 minutes from each other.
We do.
I'm just saying.
We're down the street.
I need my friends. I need Sunday brunches. I need bottomless mimosas. I need happy hours. I need, my people.
That's understandable.
So pray for a match in Atlanta.
Right.
Emory or Grady are options.
That's
Thanks,
amazing.
guys. But yes, I'm back at work. They got us all in the building. I'm just trying to say this as respectfully as possible, because I'm sure some of my coworkers will listen to the podcast, because we're social media friends and such. I broke my social media rule for my coworkers, y'all. I never really added people who I work with on social media until after we stopped working together.
I add the cool ones, like the ones that
but this literally, it was open season. Like everybody, was adding everybody last year, and I think it was just because we were virtual that they wanted to like connect and see what people do in real life. So I broke a little rule, and I'm okay with it. It hasn't gotten out of hand yet.
Right.
But they have us back in the building. When I say they, I mean our district, for our educators. We're back in the building full time with full classrooms. We do have a mask mandate, but what is keep your mask up to a 12-year-old? I mean, put your mask up.
Oh, for real?
Cover your nose, please. Under your chin, please. Like, it's just a lot over and over again. We definitely have had several COVID exposures and quarantine. There have been at least 2 weeks that I've gone without half my class in the room.
Oh wow.
So it's been a lot, very stressful.
I can imagine.
I get the parent side of like, your child
really?
at home and now they're not at home and you good, but now I'm like, your child at school, can they go back home? Because virtual was convenient. I ain't even gonna lie.
I can imagine for teachers.
Yeah.
For me,
real convenient.
Again, opposite.
Listen,
like, look here. When are y'all open? We will be at the door waiting.
At the door.
I
don't know. It's convenient. Sis was getting fine. Sis was working out. Sis was eating, the way she needed to eat. Low stress. I ain't gotta get in Atlanta traffic. Now every morning I'm either praying or cussing folks out. I'm just saying.
Oh no.
Somebody hit me the other day. I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't tell me.
It was like a low impact we're in, but you would have thought it was bad because sir almost lost his morning, anyway. Oh
my God.
It's been real out here, guys. But all in all, things are great because your girl is 6 months pregnant. Woo! Ow.
Y'all already know if you've been rocking with us.
Yeah, so y'all know back in, was it season 1 or season 2? It's probably both seasons.
Yeah.
There's a
more
lot
so season
of talk.
2.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk of like my journey to conceive and like what that was like. And we here.
Hey girl, I love it.
We'll be welcoming her nephew.
I can't wait.
CJ in January.
I'm so
excited. Y'all will get to follow that
journey.
Drop all the motherhood, tips.
Drop
like the good tips, y'all. I don't need the horror stories because the pregnancy has actually been pretty good so far. So I don't want to jinx it. Fingers crossed, all the things.
Right.
But I can use tips. I'm always open to, things I could be doing.
Yeah. Or your must have. What was something that you had to you use all the time when you had a newborn, or things that you wish you knew when you had a newborn? Because let me tell you, parenting is a journey that is very much love and hate sometimes.
You do it so well though.
And it is okay. I know love and hate are on the same side of the spectrum, and differences on the opposite side. So because you can love and hate it, I think it has a lot to do. That's how much you care for your child and how much you really love your child. So sometimes it can be frustrating. It can be a lot. Every child's different, but it's a journey that I wouldn't change. And everyone who wants to have it, I hope that, they have the ability to have a motherhood journey, whether, biologically or through adoption or through being a village, because villages are important. It's definitely a journey that's beautiful in the end.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
And I'm glad it's a boy, because y'all being my little sister and my sister here with the girls, y'all kind of freaked me out a little bit. I feel like y'all gave me my first exposure to parenthood. And as well as y'all mother girls, I just don't know if I can handle it. And I also don't know if I'm ready to give up being the only girl in my spouse's life. Yeah. So definitely happy to be having a boy. Everybody's happy though. All y'all are boy.
Because you want boys around. When everybody starts having girls, you're finally some testosterone.
This is the first boy
in our
friend group. Yeah, this is the first boy as far as my sibling. Me and my sibling. No, I have a stepbrother. He has a son, and then my brother-in-law has a son from a previous relationship before my sister. But this is the first what we call biological grandson. So everybody's really excited. I am too. So please drop your must-haves, because your girl got 130 things on her registry. And I may not even need them all. So
but you never know what you need, literally.
Yeah. And we started getting stuff, but some of the stuff that people have already sent, which I'm totally appreciative of. We got a high chair. It's probably won't be using that for a while.
A couple of months.
6 months. Okay, that's earlier than what I thought. I thought it was 1 year.
No.
But okay, see.
But when I can sit up,
stuff I need to know.
Yes, but you never know. And with parenting, what I realized is I realized I needed something always in the middle of the night. And it's just I wish I had that.
Yeah.
So you never know. And then if you don't use it, you can bless somebody else who might need it.
Yes, because people have really been blessing us. I was able to go to a former student's house, and her mom has a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old son, and she gave me a nice amount of stuff. I got a whole crib from her.
See,
so that doesn't have to be on my registry. But yes, tell me what I should get. Us a couple of things that I'm really looking for, what type of bassinet would be best, because the girl is not trying to get up to breastfeed at night. I would prefer to just be
roll over.
Bassinets. What else was the other thing? There is a the little rocker.
Okay.
The thing that kind of soothes them.
A swing
rocker. So what are the best brands for that? And then I have a jogger set on my registry, but brands are important for joggers and the transportation sets, car seats and stuff like that. So I'll take all those suggestions, because I got a little time to switch some things out on the registry if they're not a good fit. But so if you have been praying with me, for me, you are listening before, like, thank you. And y'all can definitely follow my pregnancy shenanigans by adding me on Facebook if you desire, or just follow me on Facebook. I've been real leery about accepting new friends on Facebook.
Let me tell you.
Can we talk about that in a minute?
Okay.
But
because
it's a few people I just want to be like, why are we friends now? How do I know you?
Because I don't know you, and I delete. And shout out for Facebook letting me know when it's people's birthdays, so I can properly remove you.
Happy birthday and bye.
I don't even say happy birthday.
No,
just saying.
But you know, you can follow my page or Facebook.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about accept. I think I got like a good 100 people.
It's really because this is why I feel the way I do about Facebook. I mean, since we're already here,
yes.
It's way more spammy, y'all. Like, where did all these spam people come from on Facebook? The Bitcoin pages, like, I'm not adding you. If you have Bitcoin in your bio, I'm not adding you.
That's a legitimate thing now, though. They be talking about it on the news.
It is legit, but if it's in your bio, I'm not adding you because
you're trying to put me on.
You sound like it sounds like a spam. It's spammy to me. Cartoonist, I appreciate your hustle, but I'm not.
You don't want to know though? Like,
I don't want to be your friend on Facebook. And I just feel like Facebook has come low-key spammy. Like, we finally got rid of the hair pages on Instagram trying to follow us in mass amounts, and then Bitcoin people, Forex people, and now they've made their way to Facebook, and I'm not feeling it.
Okay. Well, for me, it's not even the spammy people. I'm going to be real. It's the mutual friends who I've allowed to be added through other mutual friends. Yeah. Because
some people don't have a gateway to who they accept.
Yeah, and it's like I accepted you because you were friends with this person, but now I'm not even sure I'm friends with this person. Or I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, now I want all of y'all to get off my news feed because that's kind of how I feel. But you know, it is what it is. So I digress. You can follow my pregnancy shenanigans by following me on Facebook. They're probably like, I don't want to follow you now. You're doing too much. And that's okay too. I'm totally fine with that. But yeah. So just continue to pray for us because your girl is trying to go strong and have a completely natural, holistic pregnancy.
You got it, girl.
Birthing process. And we're gonna get there.
You got it. I had a all natural birth.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had an all natural birth. I wanted one. I told my doctors in the beginning I wanted a natural birth.
They honored that.
Yeah, they respected it.
That's cool because that's my fear. Like,
they were like, okay, that's what you want. We're gonna do it. And I remember Kendall actually came pretty quickly. I'm gonna give y'all my birth story since we're here. And pretty much I was on my way to work that morning. And I started having contractions. I actually started having contractions the day before, but I didn't know there were contractions. I thought it was really bad heartburn, y'all, because that's how bad my heartburn was at the end.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you would have thought, they say heartburn equals a head full of hair.
Yeah.
Kendall had no hair when she was born. Not none, but very little when she was born. She has a head full of hair now. But I had very, very bad heartburn. Like, I ate like half a bottle of Tums that day. Oh my God. And I was at work. And I was telling my mom, and she was like, I mean, it could be contractions. I mean, you're a week before you do that at this point. The next morning I got up, I was having more contractions, but they weren't close enough together. So I was like, I'm going to go to work because I knew I was going to work up until the day I had Kendall. Yeah. And on the way to work, I had a terrible contraction on 285. Like, I had to pull over to the side of the road.
Oh my gosh. And this is my first time hearing this. What?
This was like at 6. I had to be at work at that time at 6:30. So this is probably like 6:10-ish in the morning. And I was with my mom. And so my mom was like, let's pull over because you probably need to go to the hospital at this point. Like, you're trying to make it to work and you're probably about to have a baby. Wow. So we end up going to the hospital, and I get there. I had a midwife during all my prenatal care. And at the end, they do like cervical checks to like see if you're dilated or anything like that. But we didn't do any of that because I didn't want it to like cause any type of cramping or anything like that. Okay. So we didn't know if I was dilated or not, but I didn't have any signs of like labor, so we were cool with it. I get to the hospital, they do their first check, and I was already 4 centimeters.
Dang.
And so if you don't know, you have to be 10. Well, you should be about 10 when you have your baby, but I was already 4, which is pretty far along. Some people sit at 1, 2, 3 more for a while. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was already at 4. The nurse was like, "You're definitely going to have a baby today." And I got some ice chips. When I first got there, I was chilling. I was walking around. Yeah. And then the contractions started to pick up. And I took a nap. Not even gonna lie. This is probably sounds bad. I got on the hospital floor because the coldness of the floor felt really good. Yeah. And I took a nap, which felt like hours, but it literally would be like 15 minute spurts, and now I'll have a contraction. Or it'll be less than that. My sister was timing it. My sister ended up coming from work and being there with me in labor, while Kendall's dad was driving up from South Georgia. And my mom was there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was taking a nap, and then I remember the nurse telling me to get up, but she kind of like yanked me off the floor a little bit because they wanted to put me back on the monitor, because I was on the monitor because I wanted to walk around and stuff. She was like, "We got to check on the baby, and we got to put you back on the monitor." But she kind of yanked me up, and that pissed me off. So I was like, "My baby coming." I just said it. Like, I just said, "My baby's coming," because I did not want to deal with her no more. She pissed me off. And
like, "You are coming."
And they called the delivery nurses, because this is like the triage nurse. And they called the delivery nurses, and they checked, and she was like, "Her head is right there. Your baby is coming." I had no idea. At this point, I got to the hospital probably like at 6:50ish in the morning, and I had Kendall at 12:51.
That's still a long time. That's 6 hours.
That's not long. Not for a first baby.
Shoot. I mean, you weren't in pain or nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't in pain.
But 6 hours just walking around.
Whew. But you can relax. Yeah. I mean, I guess it also, like I said, depends on what your labor is like, what your pain intensity is. Like for me, my contractions, praise the Lord, were not even that bad. Like they have a little scale thing like on the machine where they like track it, whatever. It wasn't even hitting the halfway point for whatever reason. But it was nice. Kendall came. The worst part was pushing, but then after that, it was not pushing the end, like when your shoulders come out. Yeah. But other than that, it was straight, and it was here pretty quickly. Everybody was like, "Dang." Her dad barely made, like her dad was 3.5 hours away, and 4 hours. I called him. I got to the hospital. It must have been right at 6:50 because I didn't call him to 7:30 once they checked me in and they checked my service and everything. And I called him and said, "Oh, they said I'm gonna have Kendall today." And he literally made it just in time. Wow. For me to go into the delivery room.
Was breaking all the laws.
He probably was. Yeah. Everybody thought that was like, "Oh, your first baby's not gonna even come quick." Well, she came like on the quicker side.
That's good.
Of things.
That's good. Yeah. I don't think I ever heard the whole story, so that's cool to know because I'm using a birth center, as you know, completely. Like I'm not even going to like an OBGYN or a hospital. And for those of y'all who don't know, my husband is in medical school. And when I found out I was pregnant, he was just about to start his OBGYN rotation for his 3rd year. He's in 4th year now, but child, after he finished that rotation, he knew everything. And all of a sudden, the natural childbirth process was, well, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? Yeah. So for like a split second, like 2 days, he was like, wanted me to consider utilizing a hospital facility. Or what was the backup plan to the birth center. But if you ever use a birth center, like they have backup plans, but they don't want you as the patient to be talking about like a backup plan because it's very much so a mental thing. Yeah, very much. To do that holistic route. So we are now on the same page about it, but that was definitely like a thing. But I'm excited. I honestly don't have a lot of like prevalent worries or concerns. I'm not like freaking out, or the only time I get a little anxious is when I actually think about the pushing process, like you said, like literally
like you're coming out of
like you're coming, like even now when I feel like him like kicking and stuff like that, I'm like, there is something foreign on the inside of my body. Not foreign. And it's like moving and all this stuff. Yeah, it's like, because I feel it sometimes and I'm like, it literally feels like it's like something clamoring at me sometimes. So it's just like, this is so freaking weird, but also very much so beautiful and amazing. Right. But yeah, that's the only time I kind of get a little like anxiety, because I'm like, I actually have to like you have, maybe I don't have to, because that's another thing. Like, it's like, you don't necessarily have to push, like your body will push the baby out.
You don't have to.
So there's a lot that goes into it. I very much so encourage anybody who is considering, you know, family planning and conception, like, do a lot of research, because the holistic route, is very prevalent now.
Yeah.
But it's not something to go into blindly.
Yeah.
Or without having mental preparation for it. So I've read like a lot of books. I've watched a lot of videos. I've talked to a lot of people who've done it, but also people who are professionals in the field. And I'm pretty confident. Plus a lot of it is spiritual for me too. So
yeah, that's like one of my blogger friends, she just recently had a baby, and she wanted a natural birth, and I was like, girl, it's all about setting the mood in the room.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's what I said.
Like, no negative energy allowed, no negative people. Music. Yeah, you just have to be in a place where you can really become one with your body and just let it do what it's made to do. Yeah. And that's like the beautiful thing, and it like reminds me of the power of God. Like he created you to do this, like to literally bring life into this world. Yeah. And that's like super amazing.
It's interesting because I don't think we think about it until it starts happening to us. Yeah. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm just supposed to have a child, like, because that's normal what what you do in life. And unfortunately, there are a lot of us who struggle with that. And even my own like story and struggle, in my opinion, is nothing like what I've heard other people kind of deal with, other women, especially our age, especially in the African American Black community. Right. But once it's there, it's literally like a wow, supernatural. Like, this is freaking like unexplainable. Like, how do you, I mean, of course you can explain the conception process, obviously, but the way God designed the woman's body, like, I had lost 30 pounds, y'all. So in my mind, my stomach can't stretch anymore, but like I literally felt my stomach stretching earlier this week. And I was like, wow, like even just like the small little things like that, like my body is moving and accommodating for life. And your organs literally shift out of their place, but don't stop functioning. Right. Like that's a word, first of all, but that's also just like a really, testament to like the divine nature of things, because who else could, organize and create your body to function that way. So exactly, it's beautiful. Like, I'm enjoying it.
Can explain it, but it's like still the creation of it. Like two microscopic things came together to form you and me, and CJ. So that's crazy. It is amazing. So before we proceed, you're probably looking at us like, why is only two of y'all? I know. We know. Vernique is not here with us. As we mentioned before, we did take a break starting in November, and we all kind of started doing our own separate things. We're all at different points in our life. And then we decided that at that time it wasn't best, or the timing wasn't good for us to all continue together, to commit to doing it together. Yeah. So we love Vernique. We miss Vernique. She knows she's always a member of TSD. So yeah, this is where we are now. This is where the podcast is. Me and Brittany have plans for the podcast. I'm super excited for, and just to watch us grow, and for us to really grow as a community. Because y'all, we sisters, we love the Lord, and we can be ratchet. Okay. And I think it's all about balance. Like that really is like balance of life, and that's what life is all about. It's all about not necessarily balance, but having a balance in who you are. Can't be one dimensional. Yeah.
And I think that it is important that y'all experience that as well, because I think in social media kind of tells us that we have to be one thing. Like you have to fall into a category.
You have to be niche.
You have to be niche down in order to get, and that is true. So like, we're not telling you like what the business gurus and creators and stuff say is wrong. Right. But if you feel the unction to do something, and I know that that's what I felt like with TSD, is like, this is something that I want to do, and no, I don't want to make it a part of my writing brand. Eventually I may develop a literary podcast, but that's not, everything else I do is literary. This is like, I can relax. I can be fun.
Right.
I'm not coaching right now. I'm just being me with my sister. Like I can, be ratchet. We can talk about Jesus.
Right.
We can have tea and wine. Like
right.
all of the, well, I can't have wine right now, but soon and very soon. But we could do all of those things and still like impact in the way that God desires for us to. And I just feel like even as listeners, as people who are watching us, y'all can do the same thing. Like walk the walk that has been destined for you, predestined for you, and do it in a way that is authentic for you, not based off of what somebody else is doing, or what somebody is telling you should do.
Yeah. And that's the biggest thing. It's like always be authentic to yourself, because that's the only way to live. You will live the best life when you're authentic to yourself, because you don't have to put on a mask to do anything. You can just show up as who you are and live life. And it really is the best way, because honestly, I don't know where I heard this at or who said it, but it's like you are telling God that you did not do a good job when you try to be somebody else. He created you to be you.
Come on,
and if you decide that you want to be like somebody else, you're telling God that he didn't do a good job. And the word already says that you're his masterpiece. Yeah. So are you telling God that he messed up by being somebody else, trying to be somebody else? Like, it's only one you. So own that and be true to yourself. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what
I think that's a good little note to end on tonight.
I know. That was
good, sis.
That was
I don't even think we was going to include a word today.
No, we wasn't. That was the Holy Spirit. Your word. That was the Holy Spirit.
Yes. So if y'all are new to the crew, or if you've been riding with us since day one, first of all, thank you for watching.
We love you.
Like season 3, and we really legit, I'm gonna say Alex, because this is like her idea. I don't like being on camera. That's number one.
You brought up YouTube.
I did not. Did I?
You did. You was like, I really want to do YouTube. And I was like, okay, girl, I'm ready.
That must have been while I was in creation mode, because sis like to be looking real, and I'm still looking like that. But anyway, let me not get into all that. I don't like video.
Okay.
Even though I suggested YouTube.
You did.
But like we have a lot of really amazing things in store. So number one, if you are here and you're riding it out with us, first of all, just let us know in the comments, whether it be on IG or on YouTube or even our Facebook page. We have all of those things. We want to know what you want to see from us.
Please let us know.
What do you want to hear from us?
Let us
have
know.
Different dynamics. We talk about, because we are best friends, been best friends for what, like 15, 20 years?
We met in 8th grade, y'all.
Yep.
And I ain't gonna tell you how old I am.
I was about to say 30, but so 15 years. Yeah,
wow,
almost 15 years.
That's crazy.
Over.
Almost most of our life.
Like our lives, as similar as we can be, we are actually very, very different.
Yeah.
So we like to talk about the different dimensions of our lives.
Right.
Essentially it was like mom, not a mom, but now it will be like a mom.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun to talk about.
Yeah, but talk about parenting and the journey. And for me, it'd be like
CJ.
Yeah, it'd be reminiscent for me.
Yeah. We could bring CJ and Ken on.
I'm not bringing Ken on.
Y'all gonna have to see CJ at some point, because
Kendall will take the show over, okay?
She will. We should do a Kendall takeover one day.
Kendall will take over the show.
Y'all would love a Kendall takeover. Just go and look at Authentically Alex on YouTube, and y'all will see some like there. Pretty dope videos with Kendall on there. But we talk about the different dynamics of like relationships, dating, because she's dating, I'm married. Those things are like different and vary from time to time.
Because dating now is trash.
And that's okay. Sometimes married life can be trash too. So let's be real.
I'd be rather trash with somebody than by myself.
Listen, and I will. Yes, I would rather.
I agree. You agree?
Yes, I agree. But like that, we talk our spiritual life, because I think we both have like really grown spiritually.
Right, we have. Yeah,
y'all can get a lot out of us. I'm an open book.
I'm definitely open book. I told y'all my whole birth story.
So y'all can just drop your questions, drop your topics in the comments. Engage with us on social media, and of course, like, share. Please share. Subscribe, because we have a lot of really great content coming to you guys. Go back on Apple and Spotify or
Google
Podcasts and catch seasons 1 and 2. You
2.
will get to see the triage of what was us with Vernique as well, because she's phenomenal and brought a lot to the table.
She really did.
And then you can continue to journey with us, and we're gonna make it great. We might even have some special guests pop through, and just talk about some different things based on the feedback that y'all give us. So
so I'm excited for season 3. I hope you're excited.
Season 3. It's Trey season.
So don't forget to subscribe. Like Brittany said, please share with anyone who will listen. We appreciate you guys. And until next time, thank you for listening to the Sisterhood Debrief, where we discuss all things sisterly,
godly,
and ratchet. Bye, y'all.
Bye.